Punt is in the air. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he... FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the catch, and he's free. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Try to barge their way in. He's barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped short on 4th down.
Man, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Quarterback changing the play. From the gun, running back on the move. And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Fresh set of downs going to the air. The screen, he can go. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Quick give, it's 4th. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to pass. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for room. It's 4th. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Going to the running game. He breaks a tackle. On the stop.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Drops back on first down. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early. Long way to go on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Ford. Got the first down. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll go to the counter. At the 35, he's open. What a play there, and he rips off a big... Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He leaves it with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They knock him down right there.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Keeping his eyes downfield. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. After the run, now to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Applewhite. This one's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. In the backfield, it's Cooper. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've got...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Panthers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And finally, the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Ford. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's kick things off with Jacksonville State taking on the number 6 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's Jacksonville State able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25. Now back to your game in Stark Vegas. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Nice move there. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Working that left side now. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. He fires a bullet to the right. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Breaks into the open. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. saw it right there on that tremendous return.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Here he goes. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Pulls it again on the option. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. Got his man out of the backfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Snags a quick pass on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force the negative play.
Reels it in. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Keeps it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking...
They bring the punter onto the field now. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Hits inside, it's Ford. Breaks the tackle. Enough to move the chains. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quick completion to the right. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. 2nd and long here. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee. At the 14. Ford International comes out to start this drive. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Both of these teams off to slow starts this season, desperately needing a victory, and they've got the closing minutes to try to pull it out. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Final few minutes of this game. Two teams looking for their first win. One's going to get momentum. One will have to stop the season from spiraling.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Man, these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The give on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me fourth down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
There he goes. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, it's Lyons. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll run it. Quick spin on the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Just feeds the running back. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Right at the line. And he's in. Touchdown, Florida International. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. They're all over him. Right side, it's Beebe.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
And that incompletion's okay. Again, what is the goal on this drive? The goal is to get a field goal. I don't need a touchdown. So I need to be able to take advantage of any space that they give me right here so I can make this kick shorter, make my kicker feel comfortable, because everybody knows we're not trusting a kicker in a big moment to make a long field goal.
He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Fresh set of downs going up top. Blasted as he lets it go. Lucky to get it off.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week, looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like they can run in their sleep to put themselves in position to kick a field goal here late.
And he gets rid of it.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.